for that scuffle. Frank Vogel saying maybe that could be a rallying point for the Lakers squad. Taking on the Knicks at MSG. Early in the first, Knicks up 7-0. Julius Randle going to miss the fadeaway. Nerlens Noel, though, with the rebound to Evan Fournier. Gets it good from the corner. 3. Lakers taking that quick timeout. Try to get things settled in, but Randle continuing to do damage against his former squad. 10 first quarter points. New York up 36-20 after 1. Emmanuel quickly over to Obi Toppin. That's where Obi does most of his damage above the rim. New York would lead by as many as 25 points in the second quarter. Later, Lakers down 16. Avery Bradley in the corner. The Lakers starting to go on a run. 16-4 to end the half. Knicks up 63-51 at the break. Then it's a good D here. Lakers in transition. Russell Westbrook finding Anthony Davis. Just like that, it's a 3-point game. Under 2 minutes left in the third. Lakers down 79-74. Westbrook, pull up, good. Westbrook with 18 of his 31 points in the third. Lakers within 2. Ensuing Knicks possession. Quickly, mystery Westbrook to Carmelo. They still love Melo in New York, man. Got a standing ovation in this game. 83-81 heading into the fourth. But quickly, he's gotten so much better this season for the Knicks. He's really stepped up his game. New York with another 3 from quickly there. They're up 102-93. Next possession. Shooter's going to shoot, man. And they're going to get the bounces, too, sometimes. Spike Lee, Latrell Sprewell, loving it. Quickly, 12 of his 14 points in the fourth. The New York Knicks avoiding a collapse. They win this 106-100. The Lakers get trailing by 25 points in this game. The 6th time this season that LA has trailed by 25 or more points in the game. Tied for the most such games in the NBA, and they're not in good company. The only other teams to face 25-point deficits that often are 2 of the worst teams in the NBA, the Rockets and the Magic. Yeah, no LeBron, and didn't help that Anthony Davis wasn't 100% either.
I don't use my, illness, sickness as an excuse. But I go out there and play. I'm going to go out there and give it my all and don't use it as an excuse. I mean, we had a chance to tie the game, but it would have been definitely helpful for me, for us, if I wasn't sick and Brian was here, for sure.
It's our job to go out there and make sure we're talking, make sure we're giving effort, trying to make it contagious so we can become a better defensive team. But it's not going to happen overnight. But like I said, it has to be.
Pork and your fried turkey wings. Pork, are you buying what Richard is selling?
Yeah, I am. But, I know we putting all the focus on the Lakers, and here's the good thing about it. I know AD might not play. We know LeBron James is not playing. But guess what? The Knicks are not good right now either. The Knicks are like a broken refrigerator that can't keep anything cold. Okay, and so when I look at what they're doing, I'm looking at a team like the Lakers that just got back Taylor Horton-Tucker, who's playing exceptionally well right now. Avery Bradley has upped his game, and we all know when Russell Westbrook gets the keys all the way and he's able to dominate the ball majority of the game, he's able to make others around him better. Meaning not an Anthony Davis, but he could get a DeAndre Jordan 16 points because all of them going to be lobs at the basket. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, well, I know we got our concerns about the Lakers, but the Knicks are not that good right now. They're playing horrible.
Okay. Wow. All right. Richard, you're making a face.
No, I was going to let JJ.
All right, well then let's let JJ go because I am curious, JJ. Russ has taken so much flack this season, and we see him in spurts, right? Looking, okay, that's old Russ. What is the indicator when you are watching him play for when Russ is playing at a high level?
How much he's in the paint. And that's what it comes down to. How much is he not settling for jumpers? Mm-hmm. The other night in Detroit, early in the game, they're basically playing off of him at all times. The ball would swing to him. He'd settle for a jumper. He led that comeback along with Melo by just getting in the paint. The more he gets in the paint, the more he creates for other people. The other thing about this team, at times, Taylor Horton-Tucker has looked like a revelation, just incredible playmaking, a guy you can run your offense through at times. But that's part of the problem with this team. You already have 3 guys you can run your offense through in Westbrook, AD, and LeBron. The only guy who's really starring as a role player is Carmelo, and so there's got to be more guys starring in their roles for the Lakers.
Well, and one stat that was up on the bottom previously that was interesting to me, 3 turnovers for Russell Westbrook over the last 4 games, and that makes a huge difference. So, Richard, we heard Perks real down on the Knicks. Who you got tonight?
Honestly, I still have the Knicks. I still have the Knicks. I think the Knicks, this is an opportunity for them. Look, it doesn't matter who's on that roster, whether LeBron is playing, AD's questionable. When the Lakers show up, that Garden is going to be rocking. I will give them the respect that they are due. And I do believe this is an opportunity for them to start building some momentum. But to Perk's point, the Knicks have not been playing great. When you set the bar where you set it last year, then people have expectations coming into the season for the first time. And understand this about the Garden, people love to play against you in the Garden. I'm just saying my career high on the road is in the Garden. People like playing there.
You just wanted to get in a way to
100%. Yeah. But don't worry. January 25th, you guys will be able to check out LeBron at Barclays. It's a beautiful arena. Go check it out.
Are you going to be there, Richard?
I might be there. It's my son's birthday. It's a beautiful vibe.
This ain't about you. This ain't about you. JJ, who you got tonight?
I got the Knicks tonight.
There we go.
Right.
They're at home. They're playing with a sense of desperation. To both your guys' point, by the way, both these teams aren't very good, and a lot of that is on the defensive side of the basketball. Both top 5 defenses last year. They're in the bottom half of the league this year. My prediction for tonight, Russell Westbrook has a big night, but the Knicks win.
Well, Frank Vogel has also made his mark on the defensive end. He wants his teams to have a defensive identity, and he's talked about the fact that they just haven't quite found it yet. Perk, dare I ask? I think I know who you got tonight.
Yeah, I'm going with the guy that has played the most games in the Garden that's on both rosters. And I'm going with Carmelo Anthony in the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh.
I think Melo is going to come out with a point to prove. I think Russell Westbrook is going to handle his business. I think that last game against Detroit brought the Lakers together in some type of form or way. Like they were missing that edge. And then all of a sudden that whatever jumped off. I don't want to call it the circus, but whatever it was, the wrestling match, I don't know, whatever it was, right? It jumped off, and then all of a sudden you saw the Lakers overcome a double-digit deficit to win the game, but they played with passion. They played on a different level. They did the winning things that matter. And I get it, RJ, you rolling your eyes, and I really wasn't trying to get into it with you today because it's Thanksgiving week, and I celebrate it as a week, not just a day.
Everyone that can see you can tell you celebrate it as a week. This is a week for you, right? Like we're talking about fried turkeys. It's just a Thursday in June for you. I understand that. There's nothing about you. And I look at JJ just face turning beet red because he wants to crack a joke at you also. So go ahead.
I got 2 shots off on Perk last week. I apologize. I got 2 shots off last week.
Oh, we're apologizing now. See, this is so nice. I like it. See, this is so nice.
No, we are unapologetic on this show, and when we come on, okay?
All right, but here's the thing,
if
though.
you soft, then don't come on.
I saw something on the internet that said if you're going to make the mac and cheese for Thanksgiving, you have to come with 2 references and 5 years experiences. I would just say I would trust you to make the mac and cheese. Perk. JJ, thank you so much for joining us today on NBA Today.